It's who wants any points out of this one?
Just want a good showing, I guess. Here's Lusterinen onto the right side. Samoskevich to the attack. First shot, and they score! Lusterinen, 23 seconds in.
Happen when you give up the line, a little turnover, you've got a forward and back in Cowan, and he doesn't do much of a job of stopping, and that's one for Wall. You think of his last game, as you said, the injury to Stolarz, he had to come in cold after playing the game before. Lusterinen, just from a terrible angle, just throws it blindly, not really trying to even go short side. And
Forsling will flip that out to center ice. Here's Skoog into the middle. It's Boquist across. And the shot knocks the mask off Joseph Wall. Up the boards it goes. A nice outlet by Nyes. Domi to Cowan, trying to give it back. And that's cut off by former Leaf Noah Gregor back in. Onto the right side. That shot is snapped high. And a breakaway for Domi. In alone. Max Domi. And Tarasov turns him aside. Ulster sends it around. Hinostroza with an outlet. It's played ahead by Sabrango, trying to cut in. Cole Reinhardt, and goes to the net and draws a penalty. Is that puck in? It is, and Cole Reinhardt's made it 2-0 Florida.
Good job there, poke check, and you name it. It looks like McCabe, the rebound, actually, when Reinhardt was taking it. I think this one is probably going to count. As he's driving in, McCabe's the one that fell right away, and then it goes off of a combination of...
After coach's challenge video review, is determined that there is no goaltender interference, therefore we have a good goal.
Scoop just called up today from Charlotte. Nyes trying to work it out and able to do that. Now maybe a 2-on-1 with Morgan Riley. And Tarasov with the stop and holds on.
Good job of breaking up the play in the zone, chip it to an area, gets it free there with his skate, knows that he's got in front of him Riley, but see that little drag there. Don't you feel the Barkov injury too? Like in practice of all things, to lose your leader and your captain.
Janssen into the middle. There's Forsling across, and Woll with the stop off A.J. Greer. Here's Villeneuve. Machelli. Into the middle it goes to Nylander. Here's Nylander on the backhand, and Tarasov holds on to that. And Hinostroza couldn't control that. Nick Robertson with a tight turn and heads north. Here comes Robertson over the line, snapping the shot. And a glove stop by Tarasov. Here's Quillen working his way in. Jacob Quillen trying to get it across for Yardcrook. You saw Steven Lorentz on the left. Quillen! And Tarasov stops Quillen, looking for his first career NHL goal. Leafs winning 2 of the first 3 meetings this year. After the Panthers won 3 of 4 last season, Noah Gregor checking in, and a backhand stop by Wall. The rebound picked up.
Pretty good read there by Benning. Again, just for Benning, just in his 16th game of his career.
And sweeping in was Greer. Back in. Lorentz back on the ice after that shot block. And chopped at the line off of Boquist, and here's Boquist working his way in. Turns away from Benoit, centers in front. Big stop by Wall on that setup.
Knocked it, but Boquist with a lovely sauce across into the middle, and maybe his best save to this point.
Up ahead, Boquist, and he'll feed ahead. Is Skoog with the shot, loose puck in front, and Boquist punted that just wide of the cage.
Earlier, Boquist, he just got his first in 48 last game. Skoog with what a great shift in his first game.
Boquist spitzing for it. Skoog dropped his stick. Domi digs it out. Flips it ahead, trying to get it to Nyes. And it's kept alive by Nosek. Here's Tomas Nosek scores. Looks like it may have tipped in front. Nosek or Skoog will wait to find out. Looks like they're...
The rebound was there, and then the battle along the side. No quest with his head up the entire way through his crowd, and maybe hit off.
Like he got grabbed there by Forsling. Continues to battle for the puck. It comes loose, and Samoskevich. Greer going to the net, and Wall with the stop. And the power play's been good of late. 6 of their last 13. Easton Cowan Downhill, fires right on. A rebound, Tarasov. Knocked that away. Nylander picks it up and scores. Another power play goal. And the Leafs are on the board.
It starts with Easton Cowan here. He looks up, he says he doesn't really have support, but he's got ice. So he takes it, the shot unable to control. Tavares keeps it alive, and just great patience there by William Nylander. He's got the defender down on one knee, trying to get the stick in the way, and he just outweights him and gets it up over a sprawling goaltending. Tarasov's deep in his net, he's already down.
Up ahead, Jake McCabe, and now Tavares steers it in. McCabe's going to go after it here. Takes Bjorkfoot down along the end boards. Tavares feeds back. Here's Benoit across. Nylander back to Benoit. Not much on that. And Nylander steals, scores! He has a double take. And the Leafs within one.
The power play opportunity on an offensive zone penalty. And then you come and follow it right back up. Basically two-thirds of the guy, Michelli instead of Cowan there, but another beauty of a shot underneath the glove this time of Tarasov.
Close and try to dictate where the goaltender's going to go. Fake like you're going to shoot, get him to go down and then move.
Maybe a breakaway. Here it is, and in, and great stick. Oh, Vinny Hinostroza was in.
You say, well, why is it a penalty? Hinostroza with the bouncing puck here by Benoit gets in alone, but watch the timing by McCabe right here at the last second.
And now Nylander back for McCabe and Benoit. Out at center with the Leafs changing. Went back to the Toronto line. Greer can't barge through. Got it again. In front, scores. Mackie Samoskevich. And it's 4-2 Florida.
Well, how about the play by Samoskevich to keep it alive? Samoskevich hasn't had a .3, but he had a 4-game streak for goals prior to that. How about this give and go? Greer just shows great patience. One little aggressive play here by Benoit, but it slides slowly through his feet. He can't make the play, and then a give and go, and that one.
Here's Morgan Riley, Michelli, Nylander in front, and Tarasov with a spectacular stop, denying a hat-trick try for William Nylander.
By Nylander to get lost and get alone, and just threw his arm out, able to make the save. Been very much the same kind of team.
Here's a break for John Tavares in. Tavares and Tarasov got a piece of that, and off the post as well.
First on the year. Watch the heads-up play by Oliver Ekman-Larsson. A little chip puck gets in. Tarasov was thinking about going and get it. Now he was backing up. Watch, Tavares tries to put on the brakes coming back.
6 on 5. They've got a couple of goals with the goaltender lifted this year. Turn it over here. Samoskevich across, and here is A.J. Greer for the 5th Florida goal.
You look up to make a play, you lose control of the puck, and that's exactly what happened. Little back play. Cowan, and he never really got control of it, did he? Tried to throw it right back to Cowan as he saw he had time, and
It's hard to believe this is the last Saturday night of the regular season. And Chris, it is even more hard to believe the playoffs actually start next Saturday. No delaying. Oh, right off the crossbar now.
Well, Noah Gregor missed from long range.
from long range is right. Watch this right into your living room. Bang! Off the bar and out and back the other way.
You guys used to do that at the end of practice.
You always
didn't you?
tried that. Yeah.
Just over 2 minutes remaining.
With 2 games left, you saw Wall sitting there. I can't help but think, you know, Akhiamov get another, and will Hildeby get an opportunity?
Yeah, you wonder about Hildeby too.
You know, he's got playoffs coming up, though, as they get
No shit.
the empty netter. But playoffs coming up for the Marlies, so maybe you're worried about your starting guy in 5.
This is just a nothing play, a clearing puck, a bouncing puck that Nosek able to.
We're going to be heading to the end of that Blue Jacket Canadian game. The final here, 6-2, as Florida moves ahead of Toronto in the overall standings.